Hey everybody, welcome to Cowboy Leather Shoe Repair. I'm Scott. Today we're going to do something different. I got excuse me. Besides doing heels and soles on boots and shoes, I also do orthopedic lifts. And I got a customer that brought some in that need to be lifted 3/4 of an inch. So show you how we do that. I already got it ground down. I got some glue on it. It's ready to start building. So let me move the camera down so you can see what we're doing. Alright, I've ground it down. It's just a regular little Walmart casual shoe, only like a sneaker. So what it is, we ground it down, glued it. Now I start out with a piece of cloud material, 1/8 inch thick, and we just set it on here, push down, work it. Sometimes you got to put a little heat to it. Sometimes you don't. Bonk on it with my hammer. Get it. Let me see what it looks like from the bottom here. All right. See how it's conformed to the sole. I've done quite a few of these. They're pretty simple, really. I think the tallest one I've had to build up was 2.5 inches, and that gets kind of heavy, so you got to use a lot of this cloud material. Let me take it over here and trim it off a little bit. Get it trimmed off real nice. Now what we'll do is, that's 1/2 inch, it's textured, so we'll bring the glue pot over. Put some glue on it. Set that aside. Put some glue on this. Sometimes you got to put to make it so it sticks, because you can't put in nails or tacks or stitch it. So what I'll do is probably put 2 coats of glue on here. Let this one tack out, and put some glue on it. Double it. I'd rather do it that way than have it come off. Alright, we're going to let that one sit. Same customer, different shoe. Now usually when the customer comes in, they'll bring in, they'll become a prescription or a note from their doctor telling me how much to lift it. You know, if I have to put a shim in someplace. Let me cut this one off. Now it looks mighty fine. We'll do the same thing with this one. Glue it up, let it sit. Thing with this, you gotta have, most of the time when I do the build-ups, they're usually white or black. Every once in a while I get a kind of a tan. But 90% of the people come in, it's usually black or white. This is a repeat customer, so I know what she takes, you know, what we gotta do. Sometimes I gotta measure, and I got a piece of this stuff cut basically like a shoe sole, and I had them stand on it until their hips get level, and then I count how many pieces I've got of 1/2 inch, 3/4, whatever the case may be. But this stuff comes in 1/2 inch, 3/4, 1/8 inch. I think I've even ordered up to 1 inch thick stuff with the texture on it. But it gets involved when you get into that 1 inch and anything taller than that. All right, we're just going to let that sit and harden up a little bit. All right, so let's put them together now. Now we're going to go ahead and put the tread on. Let me cut this off. Put the other one together, put this sole on, and I'll set up on the grinder and the finisher. And Let me cut it, trim it down. Alright, now we're going to set up on the finisher, and I'll show you what it looks like all finished down. do. You're ready for have the customer come pick them up. It's not a hard job. It just, you gotta, you know, make sure that you get everything pretty much the way the orthopedic surgeon or a chiropractor or whoever, you know, says. You know, just a little too thick, a little too skinny will throw the person off. You can get away with being just a hair too tall because that stuff will compact a little bit. But 90% of the time, I try and get it right on. But I work with a lot of people that bring their shoes in. I've had chiropractors, orthopedic surgeons call me and say, look, I'm sending somebody over. You know, what do you think? You know, it's only, can you get away with putting a wedge inside the shoe, or do you think we need to put it under the shoe on the sole? And depending on what kind of shoes they are, if they're soft-sided like this one, putting anything on the inside, it lifts the foot too high up out of here, and you bust an ankle. So you put it on the bottom. Some of these shoes you can do it. Some of them you can't. If they're too narrow here or too narrow back here, like an athletic running shoe or something like that, you can't do it because you'd have to leave it wider and you'd have to use a thicker. And then myself, I try and make the addition as light as possible because, you know, they got enough trouble as it is, you know, trying to walk in them. But you can do it with these shoes. You can do it with work boots, dress boots, your Sunday shoes. They all can be lifted. It's just lifted different ways using different materials. Some like some of the dress shoes, like the Allen Edmonds, Florsham, Bostonian. I build that up with leather. It's easier, and I much rather work with the leather on those than I would try and put the cushions on them. But for an athletic shoe like this, the Cloud with a firmer sole seems to work out, you know, pretty good. I haven't had any come back, and you know, like I say, I've done a lot of them. I've got a lot of customers that need them that have had hip surgery or, you know, born with a defect. So I guess that's it for this video. I just wanted to show, because I haven't seen any videos out there of anybody that builds them up. There are people that build them up. You can get it most time if you deal with a orthopedic surgeon or a chiropractor. They'll send a shoe off and they'll have you buy the shoe and the sole build up, and it gets costly. I mean, I've seen some of these people come in here and they bought the initial shoe and it's cost them, you know, anywhere from $800 to $2,000, and the shoe looks like Milton the Monster or Herman Munster shoes. But I find that I can, you know, they can go to Walmart or Payless or someplace like that and buy up shoes, and I can put a lift in them and, you know, keep it between the shoe and the lift, you know, keep them right around $7,500 range. But all right, I just wanted to kind of show you how we do it. If you like the videos, hit the subscribe, I'm gonna see more. I'm trying to post one at least one a week, sometimes two, depending on what I get coming in. But again, if you would, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up. You know, anything is appreciated. Alright, thank you for stopping into Cowboy Leather and Shoe Repair. Have a nice day, stay safe. See you in the next one. Bye.